Hey, once again, it's your boy Day Day for Triple D Gaming coming at you with another map making video. You know how we do it. Let's get to it. Alright, guys, so I'm trying not to run the web camera just because I've been having problems here lately. And I don't want it to crash because I got the web camera going. So, there's that. But this is our new map edit, guys. Brady, what's going on, man? This is Alaska Delta. And anything we've done to it so far, couple little things. Actually, I had to start over because I was trying to get more ground textures on here. There isn't very many textures to choose from. Taylor, what's going on, man? But in game, this plane right here flies around. This flies around the map. So what I've done to it so far, we added some ropes to it here, and put this banner. So it actually pulls this banner through the game. I'm making this for a server, Precision Gaming. The map is Alaska Delta, and it was made by yours truly, Triple D Gaming. So that's the name of the map right there, Precision Delta by Triple D Gaming, and it is on both sides. And then I made it too, guys, just because this does have the buoys on it. So when you first load into the map, the plane's coming in from this way right here. So it comes in and it just touches down in the water right there, and then it takes back off up like that. It's pretty sweet. But I think I'm gonna make this plane right here fly as well. So you'll have a cargo plane flying and then this plane. I'm good, buddy. Yourself? Other than having massive hardware issues, I am good. Can't do anything without the computer crashing because I need a new card, man. It's really killing me. But right here, guys, so as you see, this side of the map over here got all these mountains and stuff. But as you turn around to this side, there was none. Which kind of makes sense because of the trees. You're logging in that. It just had the green stuff. Well, I added mountains to this side. All these mountains I put in there. Can you fly on this map or not? What do you mean, can you fly on it with the planes, you mean? Can you fly on it with the planes? Yeah, so here's my problem. I appreciate the like too, guys. Yeah, I don't think any of them's flyable. They're just decorations sitting around the map. There's a lot of them. So unless you get one of the plane mods that are flyable, no, none of these are flyable. Yeah, so you can either get FDR loggings, helicopter. There's a couple planes out there. You really gotta search the internet. You can find them. This is what I don't like about this map, though. It's one huge water plane. Let's see if I can find it here. Right here. So it's just one massive water plane. And that makes it hard for doing stuff because you can't dig down into the ground without hitting that water. See, like this here, they sunk the ground down. That's how that water's showing right there. So if I want to go any lower on this map than what we already are, I am going to have to get rid of this one single water plane and shrink it down, and then make separate pieces to make up this waterway. So that really sucks. That's the bad part about it. Nothing can be flown by people on a server, sadly. Yeah, sadly enough. I just found that out the other day. You couldn't fly on a server. I haven't really played on servers, though. Alright, so here's the idea here, guys. So, like I said, there was no mountains over here. It was just this green here. And actually, over here in this corner, right here, there was nothing here. Nothing at all. So I added all of this right here that you see. And the game plan is, we got this mountain right here, right? There's going to be a massive waterfall coming off of this mountain right here, down into the water. And then you're going to, this was a gold mine. We're getting rid of the gold mine. There's going to be a huge waterfall right here. It's going to be coming down into like a lake, a shallow lake. And then this is where you're going to mine your sand from. But I was trying to set up these mountains and stuff so I could have it to where like the water was running through this canyon and then dropping down off of here, off the waterfall. That's the game plan. And then maybe we can come out of the lake, right? Unfortunately, we'd have to cross these roads, but come out of the lake and just let it flow right into the river here. I got some work ahead of me. I definitely got some work ahead of me. But yeah, like I said, I was just working on these mountains, trying to get them all tucked up in there so it made sense for the waterfall coming down. No, I am not. I meant to, but I had my kid, and she was down here trying, like, making it impossible for me to go live. I know I said I was going to, though, but maybe we'll shoot for tomorrow. I don't know if that works for you, but yeah, if you want to watch it, as soon as I get off work tomorrow, we'll stream on Twitch tomorrow. I know I told you today. Uh-oh. I better stop before it crashes. It would be, I don't know, probably about the same time. About 8 o'clock. It's wanting to crash on me, guys. Uh-oh. There it goes. Alright, so it just crashed on me. I don't know if it's still streaming or not. My screens are black. I'm going to try to get it back here. If I'd actually got my graphics card like I was supposed to have. Is that working? Okay, we're still streaming. Alright. Giants editor crashed on me too, so let me get that up. And pull that back up. Ugh. It's driving me nuts, man. The only reason I've been even able to make a video here lately is because I, what's it called? I can't think of it. Overclocked my graphics card to even be able to make a video. So I got the afterburner going. Good thing I didn't do much there, because we'd have just lost every bit of it because it wasn't saved. Alright, so is that Steven? What's going on? A little bit more green. How big is this thing? You didn't miss too much. You missed it crashing because my graphics card needs replaced. You definitely missed the crash. I started off there and it it's about to crash again. I just gotta stop moving for a second so it doesn't crash. There it goes. All my screens are black again. I gotta reboot everything here. This is killing me. File Explorer. I gotta restart the File Explorer so it brings my screens back. It doesn't help that this is a bigger map. Like, my graphics card's good. The only problem with it is it only has 3 gigs it only has 3 gigs on it, which isn't enough to do what I'm doing with it. It ain't it's not enough for anything, actually. You could just barely play the game with it. It's holding me back from my full potential here, guys. It's holding me back. Hey, we're still going though. Yeah, my daughter has a cat. I just now I can see the screen now. My daughter has a cat, and yeah, and I got a little dog. Yep. All right, so now let's pull the editor back up again. Map. I'll try to shut the afterburner off here. See if that'll help us. All right, now we're back at it. Let's see what happens now. I got good movement. I think the afterburner might be too much for the editor here. Maybe I think that's our problem. But I need the afterburner for running the game. So whenever I'm trying to record running a game, I have to have that afterburner. But I think it's just too much. It's too much for the editor here. Alright, so let's try this all again. Copy that hillside. We'll bring it over here. Yes, yes. You know what? I had the afterburner a long time ago, and it was causing me more problems than what it was doing good for me. So I got rid of it. Well, I've been having so many problems here lately. I was like, let me try the afterburner again, and then it actually was making my game better. It makes the game flawless, but as soon as you try to record with it, then that's when you got problems too. I don't know. I just can't find a happy medium here. I mean, I know what my problem is. My hardware just ain't good enough for what I'm doing. It's at 3 gigs, man. 'Cause I got the 1060. The GTX 1060, which is a decent graphics card. But not the 3 gig one, man. If I had the 6 gig one, I'd be good. But I got the 3 gigs because that's all I could afford. And I'm paying for it now because it won't let me do it, man. Trying to make that look somewhat decent there. Man, I had a lot. I just had a lot of viewers too. I lost a lot of them. Yeah, I said, forget this. This guy can't even keep it running. Yeah, dude, look, as soon as I turn that afterburner off there, it's not freezing on us now. But like I said, if I was playing the actual game, I would have to have it on. Alright, so now... we gotta move trees to make an opening for our water to shoot through here, but... now I gotta reconfigure all of this. All of this. Try to bump this up and make it kind of blend in with this mountain that's here. And I'll take a water plane and set it back in here so you'll actually see the water in here, like if you got up here and looked over the edge. And then, like I said, we're going to have a massive waterfall coming down here. So I got to reconfigure this whole ground right here. We'll have to get rid of trees, get rid of that grass on the edge. We still got to get rid of the dirt. This is all dirt in here for the gold mine. We got to get rid of the actual gold mine there. Player trigger. Gold mine. We got the rocks on the hillside as part of the gold mine. It's not going to hurt me if I get rid of these because I have these. They actually shrunk them down is what they did. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Like I said, man, I want to be kicking out videos and everything. Just like whenever I make a video, you wouldn't be able to tell after you see my videos, but I deal with the computer crash like 100 times just trying to make one video, and it's aggravating. The last map I made, I was making it for the guy, and he was supposed to be giving me a graphics card for it, and yeah, that didn't happen. I did a good job on that map too, man. He got me. It's sad, but that's what happens, I guess. Remove these trees here. Yeah, just delete them for now and we'll replace them. Because I want to beef this edge up, like I said, and try to get it to where it kind of looks like it's actually part of this. I wish I could clean this up some more so it wasn't so pixelated. Oh yeah, he got the map, yep. Yeah, so that's why anybody buys a map from me anymore, man, I need the money first. And for the most part, everybody has just given me the money first, but yeah, it's a for sure thing now. I need the money first. So I kind of want to keep like what's kind of happening here going on. Obviously, we'll have to move it, but I want to put it back kind of like that, so you'll have your two hillsides coming down off of here, and then they'll both kind of be like what's going on with this here. Normally, I would just delete these, but I don't have these in my inventory, so I'm kind of just going to move them out of the road for right now. I got ones that are something like it, but not these exact ones. So I want to keep these. I don't know if they're anywhere else on the map either, so. We need at least one of each. Alright, so that's... I'll put it behind there. I think these two are the same. I don't know what's up with this map. Once you go past that border, the screen like blanks out to where you can't see what you're doing. It's weird. Okay, these are one and the same, so we can actually just keep one of them. And then keep this guy here. Tunnel block. Okay, so we can delete that one. Delete that one. See, I don't have this one, so I gotta keep this one. Yeah, I got a lot of work ahead of me on this one, guys. Like I said, I am building this map for somebody. Obviously, I'm gonna play it myself. So I do have some requests for this one. This here, what I'm doing right here, this is all me though. Adding my touches to it. Can add triple D flare to it. Delete that. Alright, we can delete that one now because we... Oh, let me pull that back. I think we just saved one of these, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we got there. See, I don't have that either. What is that? It's not popping up here for me. Rock one. Man, it's weird. How's that just going into the hillside like that? I just can't forget we got floating rocks up there, okay? Is that another one right there? Oh no, that's just the ground. This is so cool. Yeah, man. Sometimes it gets boring though, because it takes a while to do this stuff. A long time. I like when people's on here talking. As long as the thing ain't flying down to where I can't do any map building, but yeah. There's a lot of stuff on this map, man. A lot of stuff. See, and I don't want to keep... This is what I don't like about it. I'm going to show you real quick. Is this. This water, man, it just looks like swimming pool water. It's just too... I guess too clean? Too blue? I don't know. But like I said, it's actually... one big water plane. So the only way I'm gonna get rid of it is if I shrink it down, and then it's gonna be more work. I at least gotta shrink it down this way some. Yeah, the water, it's. I mean, I get what they were trying to do because it is Alaska, but even this, like this rock texture here, it's cool, but it's just too much of it, man. I mean, I get that's how the salmon do, but it's too much. Like, it needs something to breaking that up. And that's why, like, it took me forever trying to add different ground textures to this. Because if you look right here, this map doesn't have very many textures at all. So it goes from here to right here, from here to here. It barely has anything. And I've been messing with it for the last 3 days. I mean, not all day each day, but trying to add to the ground textures. And I was doing everything right. I just could not get it to work on this map, guys. I really couldn't. And I'm thinking it's because it got too much going on it already. But I was able to do like the different plants and that, but I wasn't able to add to the actual ground texture. Unless I do it one at a time, because I was trying to wipe out the whole list and add every texture there is to the game, all to the map here. So I would add a huge list of ground textures, but like I said, I didn't try to add just one at a time and see if it worked. I was trying to add the whole list. But yeah, the water's boring. I know they were trying to keep it light because to be like Alaska's snow water or whatever you want to call it, or glacier water or whatever. But I think it's just like pool water, man. It looks like swimming pool water. So I'm gonna have to get with the guys I'm making the map for and see if they're okay with me actually changing the water. Obviously has movement to it in game, so it looks a little bit better. Boom, you can see it moving right there now. Now that I hit play, that's how it moves. You can barely see it, but yeah, you see it got the little waves to it. I'm telling you, this is a swimming pool water. It's like too clean. Yeah, man. It's too clean. So if I do it, I don't know. I could do it in one plane, but if I have to shrink this down and keep this water, just to get the water away from this, because I want to knock this down a little bit deeper. It's going to be a pain because I'll have to set more than one plane in here, which I hate when people make maps and they make it with one water plane. Like if you're going to put water right here, then put one plane right there that goes from here to here to here to here. And then, like, doing this, they could have did this in one single plane, but made it skinny and long. Instead of just being lazy. That's what I call it, being lazy and just pulling one plane out to the size of the map. Alright, but now we gotta get... Oh, there's rocks right there, too. These are the same, I can get rid of them. Alright, we can just delete these because we already saved them up there. Yeah, the whole little thing that they had going on there was kind of nice. But we're not going for kind of nice. We're going for awesome. It's going to be sweet when we're done with it. It ain't gonna look nothing like this. I can tell you that. Like this, even their gold mine, like their mine. I don't know. It's that's all I can say is I don't know. Yeah, right here, this hill right here is like stupid steep. I don't know. Then the other one over, I don't know. It's just. Then this one here, with the room that they have, I mean, you really can't do too much more. But I probably wouldn't have made these hills so steep like this. These roads are like way too steep. I never drove back here in game. I came in game just to check out my plane, make sure my plane was flying right, but never drove back here like this here. That's just retarded steep right there. I don't know. We're going to relay this one out too. We're going to do a totally different layout if I can. We got a lot of trees to get rid of. Like I said, this here has dirt. They want to get rid of the gold mine, so we're going to take the gold mine out. And there's no sand on the map, so they want sand, so that's what we're doing here. We're adding sand, and the way we're going to do it is instead of just putting a bunch of sand in a mine, it's going to be a huge waterfall falling from here into like a pond, and then it's going to flow down into the river, and then that's what you're just going to, it'll be shallow water, so you'll be able to drive your excavator right in it and excavate the sand out of it. So, but it's going to be a decent area. You're going to have a good bit of sand in it, and it's going to look amazing because that's what I do. What is this? Another rock. I accidentally clicked on that one. Didn't even know it was there. That's the same rock though, ain't it? Yeah. Get rid of that. Might as well click all over this thing, see if there's more in there. What is that? That tree was like in the hill there. It's a little baby tree. Stage 30. Might as well use this. It's prime. I kind of want to wipe out the whole forest and redo it too. But I don't want to give myself more work than what was asked. I want to get the map done and then get it to them. And then, like, stuff that I would want for myself, then I'll come back in it and mess with it and do it for myself. Like this here, that's weird. Yes, put grass on the rock, but paint grass there or moss there or something. Unfortunately though, again, there isn't all those textures to paint down. That's why I was trying to get them in here. It's a pain in the neck adding that, the ground textures, guys. I mean, it's a real pain in the neck. There's... Was that tree floating there the whole time? Or was it under a rock we just pulled out of there or something? Oh, there's, look, I turned the afterburner off. We ain't had a problem since. That's sad. But there's salmon up here, guys. The salmon in the water. So some of these are actually swimming. Like they swim in a circle or whatever. But a lot of them are just sitting there in game. And that's what they do in real life, though. You'll see them just sitting there in the water, like, but I want to make it to where the ones that are just sitting there actually move a little bit, even if they just come up like this and then make a little circle and then come back around or something. Just because I'm just sitting there, it just looks weird. Or make more of them that are moving and less of them that are just sitting there. I gotta do something with it. And then the plane that's pulling the banner, I might duplicate it and make it to where it runs around the map more, because it only makes one circle. Like, goes this way, comes back, and it doesn't actually cover the whole map. So I want to make another flight path for it, and then we'll put the cargo plane in the air as well. Now we gotta get rid of this dirt. Trying to see where all it's at. That's just putting there weird too. And then there's only one road that the traffic actually drives on this map too. So we're gonna make it to where traffic drives on more than one road. And then where the road dead ends, they actually have the traffic just driving right through these trees. And it looks dumb. So we're going to take and slide these trees back, and then we'll add a tunnel or something right there, so at least it looks like the cars are driving into the tunnel. Probably gonna have to get rid of some of the trees that are over here too, I'm sure. Now this, I think this is one piece right here. We're gonna use this as well, maybe. And like where the waterfall's coming out, like put one of these on each side. I'd rather just build it out of these, if I can find more of them. I could build it out of just these two rocks, and it'll look completely different. Like you wouldn't be able to tell it's the same rock just by twisting them and turning them and putting them in different ways. But I'll either use this or we'll build it ourselves, either one. These trees do kind of blend in with them background trees there pretty good. Dude, I'm excited about this waterfall, man. It's gonna be dope. It's definitely gonna be dope. So I can actually make volcanoes too, guys. Tell me what map you've ever seen that had a volcano on it. An actual erupting volcano. So I was trying to talk the guy, the guy I'm making this map for. I was trying to talk him into it, and he did finally tell me to go ahead and do it. So if I can fit it in there, and in somewhere where it makes sense, then this map may have a volcano as well. I've been trying to get everybody to let me do it, but nobody wants a volcano. Oh. Oh. I thought it was freezing up on me. I was hitting the wrong button. Whoopsie. Yeah, the trees are pretty thin in here. That's what they were wanting me to do as well, is make the forest a little thicker. And that's how I like it. I don't like it. I don't want to have to drive forever to get to my next tree if I'm logging. If I'm logging, that's how I want to be logging. I want to cut trees the whole way. It's easy plopping them down like this, but you have to zoom in to make sure they are not floating. Or you'll go in game and you'll have trees floating. And that's only because of these screens. You see that invisible screen right there? It will not let you like grab a tree and place it down on the ground right there, because it will not go through the screen. You have to move and move behind it and then set your tree. And it'll look like the tree's sitting on the ground, but it's not, because that screen done stopped it. Every tree has them. I just deleted that background. There it is. Thank God there's an undo button. And I've done that before on maps. I was going through deleting trees and stuff, and I accidentally deleted the border. So whenever you went to the map, you was just falling off the edge of the map because I deleted the invisible border. So I had to go back in and put it back in there. It's clicking and deleting. You'll accidentally delete stuff and not even know it, because you'll miss the tree and then click on something that you don't even see and hit the delete button and it deletes it. So you just gotta be careful. Like right there, I about hit delete again. We were on that border there. Appreciate it there, Tyler. Could you imagine what I could do? Like if I didn't have to redo things like 20,000 times because my computer crashes on me, and then I gotta redo it over and over and over and over again. And then finally I know it suffers, because whenever I have to redo hours worth of work, I just fly through it instead of making it look as good as I did the first time. I mean, it still turns out good, but Yeah, you know, your second, third time having to do 4 hours worth of work, it ain't gonna look good. I can tell you that. Because you get fed up with it. You just rush through it. Yeah. At that angle, that looked like a real tree for a second. I'm hoping this all works as good as planned here. I'm sure it will, but you never know. It's gonna be dope though. I got that background sitting right where I need it. It's got that valley in it, man. It just worked perfect. It definitely looks like there would be water flowing through there. So I just wish it wasn't as grainy as it is. I know there's a setting in game. Well, it's not in game. Uh, if you go in and do the developer controls, set them to true. Not with the easy development controls, but the actual development controls. Um, there's a setting in there where you can make it to where the background isn't blurry. But it really drops your frame rate. You gotta have a good PC to be able to run it like that. But any map, how the background's always blurry, you can make it to where that background is not blurry and it looks crystal clear. It's nice, real nice. But you gotta have a decent PC to be able to run the game with that background not being blurry like that. Like my equipment's okay. Like I can run the game solid. But where my problem is once I start up that recording software, it just cannot handle it, man. And that's not a good thing, especially if that's what you do. So, yeah, like I don't play the game unless I'm recording. So, yeah, it's not good. I have one of these, but I'm gonna go ahead and set it over here with the rest for now because mine's not shrunk down like this. So that way I can keep mine, and then I already got one shrunk down here. So, boom. I do got to figure out what I'm gonna do with this water. I'm gonna go ahead and just set this under the map for right now. Alright. Yeah, man. Paint that picture. Wait until it's done, though, man. Even when I get close to being done, whenever I finish it, it'll look way different. Like, way different. Like, this map got a lot of potential, too, man. A lot of potential. But, it just has no detail to it, too, man. Look, I mean, it's just blank. It's blank on top of blank on top of blank. Just a whole bunch of blankness. With a little bit of blankness on the side. Like they didn't even finish. They didn't even paint the grass back up to the edge of the rock. Like, so this here's baby, like the small grass. This is large grass here. You can tell because that's greener than this is, a lighter green. And then like right here, they painted the grass on top of the dirt. Like that's just, to me, that's laziness. It looks dumb. But I mean, it does got a lot of potential as far as the XML side of things. It's got a lot going for it, guys. It's got a lot of stuff going for it. Even like this here, they have building materials in this map. Like there are building materials in here. Okay, so all right, not this, but there's somewhere else that has piles like that. Um, this here's just a mound of wood chip heap. So, I mean, you got building materials in here. Why not just make a heap out of the real stuff? But, I mean, I get it for here because that's just telling you, hey, dump wood chips here. I get that. Dude, look at this. It already looks dope with them mountains right there, okay? Because there was nothing there in that background. There was nothing there before. But just looking at it from here, it's like, man, that's Mother Nature right there. That's Alaska right there, guys. All day. It ain't even got the waterfall yet. You know how amazing it's going to be coming down this road here and have that huge waterfall right there? Dude, it's going to be sweet, man. It's got sound to it and everything. Look at that. I just wish it wasn't so grainy, man. But we'll try to keep your eye off of that with everything else we put in here. There's something on the ground right there. Oh, okay. I see it. Alright, now I just gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with this water, guys. Like, whatever I do with it, I gotta do it now. Let me see which way it shrinks. See if I can shrink it without messing anything up for right now. Just to get it out of my road right here. Try to suck it in to where it's at least like right here on this edge. Yeah, I gotta talk to the guys because I want to change. This is definitely going to be different water right here. I don't care what nobody says. The water I put in is going to be different. But, because that water is going to be, I don't know, man. It's just it's too clear. It looks like pool water. Alright, so let me see which way it shrinks. Okay, that's the wrong way. So it's this one, scale X. Alright, so it has to be over here at least because that water up there. Well, we got the water out of our hole right here. Oh, you know what? That's not gonna work. Just just because that river up here runs all the way. Look, it dried up our riverbed. Man. See, that's what they do. They'll come in and they'll put the water right up underneath the map to where it's like right up underneath of it. So that way, all they gotta do is come in here with the sculpting tool and just knock the ground down, and it reveals the water. And yes, I mean it makes it a lot easier, but it's a nightmare if you're trying to edit a map when the whole map is one big water plane underneath, because you can't sink the ground down underneath of the map because of it. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with that, man. It's driving me nuts already. Just about as bad as my graphics card drives me nuts. That really drives me nuts. Because you gotta redo videos and everything's gotta be redone 3 and 4 times. It drives me crazy, man. It really does. Speaking of, I'm gonna go ahead and save this guy so I don't have to redo any of this. So we ain't gonna be able to do nothing for a second here. Oops. Oh, man. Yeah, and the sad thing is, I don't know. Unless I get lucky and find about $1,000 laying on the ground, I ain't gonna get a new card anytime soon. Like, no, nowhere near future. Unless I can get YouTube to give me some cash, finally. Yeah, we need less than 700 hours of view time now. Less than 700. We got 3,300 and some odd hours of view time as we sit right now. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of all this dirt and get rid of them containers. I would leave them laying around, but this won't be a gold mine anymore. I don't know, we might utilize them somehow. I hate how it doesn't let you see that far. Because you want to be able to jump back and look at what you got, and you can't just because it disappears. Or just go back. Alright. Is that Puff? Oops, wrong button. Yeah, it's hard to tell where I got, where I didn't get. It just disappeared on me. I think I got it all. Do a little run through and make sure. Oops. I can't forget that I put that rock under the map either. I can't forget about that. I mean, it won't hurt anything, but it's just, if you leave stuff under the map, it takes up space on a map, that unnecessary space. So it's got to load in a rock that you'll never see. Put these buggers over here with these other ones, so don't forget them too. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Other than this water, man. It's gonna drive me nuts. What should I do with this water? Alright. So I gotta get rid of that too. The water fill. I might keep that. The water fill trigger. So that way whenever you're in here mining your sand, you can still fill up tankers or whatever you want to with water. So we might leave that there. Not exactly there, but in that area. Alright, so listen, I'm gonna copy this water plane. I'm gonna copy it. Then we're gonna pull it up. Okay, had to make sure we actually copied it. Now let me shrink it down to different dimensions. Like it, I mean, it kind of looks good with the theme of what's going on, but I don't know. I don't really want to do river water because the river water is kind of dirty. But I don't know. Alright, so let's do... pull that up. Then we gotta get the translates of this. Matter of fact, so if I delete this and I grab hold of this again, the water, copy it again, copy it but don't move it. That way it'll stay at the same height that it's at without me having to type in the precise height that it is there. And then we'll shrink it down again. What did I have it at? 1. That way it's already at the height that it was. And I don't have to adjust that. See, now all I have to do is get it to cover this part, which it is. Right, then we can copy that again. My phone just died. See how is that? I like this. The fish are in that. That's awesome. Alright, but see, now it's at the right height. If I did that, and then oh, I took the wrong one down. I was trying to knock the main one down, and I knocked the wrong one down. So bring that. No, I knocked the right one down. Alright, so there's one. See, they made a little edge piece there. There's one, and then there's 2. did I get that for? Oh. Tony, man, that's swimming pool water. Alright, so Mello, what's going on, man? Yeah, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what to do with this water here so we can work around this stuff here. Is that I'm trying to catch on here. Is that Puff? Mella or Tyler, is that Puff? Is that Puff? Man, all this time, I didn't even think of that, brother. I just put two and two together. I was like, wait a minute. Tyler. I said, that's what Puff's name is. Man, well, you know what? And if it wasn't for you watching this, because, it's for you, I would have never put two and two together like that. That's sad. Mello, what's the price of land? I'll like to purchase 4 lands for farming. So, I know I could go in there and make it to where you can start with land. But I think the price of land goes by. So, like, if I come in here like this. Hang on. Let me get rid of this because I can't find it again afterwards. Alright, so I hate how it does that. Alright, so now if I come in here and come down the info layer, then we go to farmland. And we grab this brush here, right? So, see all the different colors? Ew. Alright, that ain't good. Let me unselect this real quick. Alright, so I don't know why it selected that on me. All the different colors here. Can we buy land in separate farm? Yeah. I mean, not like... But as far as the like pricing goes, so I can come in here and let's say this green right here is what you start with whenever you start the map. So if I hit Control R on that, now I can make it. I can like paint this here and then paint this. I'll just do it. All right. So now whenever I paint this white is what you would start with whenever you started the map. All right. So. But the thing with that is, the bigger you paint, or the bigger you make a piece of land like that, the more it's going to cost whenever you go to buy it. But I could just make it to where you start the map and own everything. Russell, thank you, thank you. I don't know why it just did that to me though. Oh, that's why I did that. No. I really don't know why I got them sketches in there. Uh-oh. Yeah. Sweet. I just don't know why that was just doing that. I mean, I don't think it made a difference on anything. It shouldn't have. Come back in here. Dude, that's the first time that's ever did anything like that. That wasn't like that already, was it? I really can't remember. So, we'll just fix it real quick. Alright, so we'll just hit Control R on here. And just see if we can just go ahead and repaint over that cluster of whatever it was. Control R on this. Alright, see, now it's gone. Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. That was weird. Cool. Okay. That's weird, too. That little hump on the ground. It didn't smooth it out very well. You can see it when you zoom away. It's really bumpy there. Alright. So what do you guys think about this water? Do you really like it or what? You like this water, or are you keen to changing that? If you like it, that's fine. I can work around it. But the only thing is, I just gotta shrink it up to get rid of this piece here for... I mean, I don't know. It might be okay. I could just fill that back in or make this wider or whatever. Yeah, yeah, like I said, if you just want to keep it, that's fine. But I'm not a fan of it myself. It just looks too clear, like it's pool water. That's my feelings about it. Um, but like I said, it's up to you guys. I'm doing it for you guys. So, and then even this, like I know Alaska has rocky waterbeds, but this, I don't know, it's just too much, man. And especially like over here where the fish are. I actually changed this already, and I changed it back, and it looked good the way I changed it. And I'll show you guys the way I had it. But whenever you look at like over this bridge and you see all these salmon in the water, like you see them too good. Like you see them too good. Uh, so I actually took it and I left the rock beds up to here, but under here I made it a little bit darker. You still see the salmon and everything, but it wasn't like as good. I'll mess with it in our next stream and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. But I kind of... right here. So I kind of did like this. Something like that. And then wet sand up against the shoreline, and then left the rock on the shore. That's why I was trying to add the ground textures to here so we could do a lot more with it and make it look way better. But if there was salmon here, you could still see the salmon in the water. It's just they're not as bright. It just kind of breaks that up a little bit. The rock is nice, but it's just too much if you ask me. And when you zoom into that, that's what you got right there. Just like that. And that alone makes it look better. Look how much better that looks. It looks more realistic. It is all up to you. Yeah, please make it triple deep water. Is the water deep though? The water, in some spots it's deep, in some spots it's not. So see how it's humped up there? They got like little islands in it. Alright, so if I come over here, and then let's just shoot up from here. That's how deep the water is right there. We'll come down to the salmon again. Right there, it's like they're up close to the top of the water. See that? So that's how deep it is. Them salmon, the top of the salmon isn't quite out of the water, but close. Then if I changed it over here, that's like I had this whole section right here done up, changed underneath the water and everything, just see what it would look like. And then I had the salmon that don't swim. I had them swimming in just little circles in that, just to see what it would look like in game. And I get the idea what they were doing with the lighter water. I get it. I do get it, but yes, dude. If I can somehow get um, a 3D image of a whale. I can turn one of these salmon into a whale. That do, and make it swim, and that would be killer. I'm gonna save this real quick, guys, before it crashes on me. Because it's good at that. Yes. Like I said, the XML files and that, he did do a... I mean, it is kind of... Even this right up here is kind of... Oh, you can't see the cursor moving. The files up in here are kind of sloppy, I guess. They're not packed in well. But as far as adding stuff and running all the XMLs and that to make everything work, excellent job. Excellent. But the whole design of it, yeah, copped out on a few things. Yeah, all this up here, like there's a lot. Like you'll look at some maps and all this is all packed in nice and neat. And whenever you scroll down through here, any other map might just come down to here. With everything closed, obviously. Because once you start opening up stuff in a map, I mean, it scrolls on forever. But with everything closed up, maps aren't this long. They might come to here, and let this one here, it continues. And everybody else would take and, you know, bunch that up and that. But we'll get, I want to work on it. I want to get this waterfall. This is one of the major things, major changes I'm doing. So I want to get this done first. Get it to where I'm happy with it. And then move on. We'll do simple stuff like getting it to where the traffic doesn't just drive into the trees. We'll get more traffic on other roads. And then normally I would do what like the layout of everything and then go through and then work on the little detail stuff. But this map is it's pretty big, so we might go ahead and actually almost finish this whole area here and then move on. Hey, Brody boy, what's going on, brother? I still might have to bump these trees back some because I want to pump this ground up, like I said, to kind of match what's happening here and get that waterfall really up there, man. Because obviously I can't sink this any lower than what it is because the water plane is the size of the map. So yeah, if I keep this water, the water I use for this is going to have to be the same as this, so it all matches. Because I can't tie in like dirty river water and get it to flow into this and make it look right. I just won't be able to do it. Even if I use the other water, not the dirty river water, it'd still be hard to get it to blend into that and make it look right. I'm good. Gotta go to bed. You just got here, brother. Alright, we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping. Alright, so I'm probably going to have to move these back before I start forming land there, because I think I'll end up losing them. I think. I gotta make it to where you don't see the edge of that either, because that's a straight clean line there, so we'll have to hide that as well. I thought that one was moving. Oh, that's weird. Huh. Alright. The hardest part of map making, guys, is planning out what you're going to do. And how you're going to do it. And where you're going to put the stuff. Alright, so... But I think these trees are going to be in my road. At least these ones right here. So I'm going to go ahead and knock these out of here real quick. Yeah, anything that requires me jumping in and out of the map for working XMLs and that, I probably won't stream that part of it. But for the most part of it, I'll be streaming the whole thing there, Puff. Like putting that banner on the airplane, that required a lot of jumping in and out of the map. And the game itself testing, so I didn't stream that part. Yeah, man. Last map I did good. I only had one floating tree out of the whole map. You just gotta be careful, because them invisible walls right there, man, they'll get you. They will definitely get you. Yeah, no problem there, Russell, buddy. Appreciate it. Appreciate the opportunity. How about it? We'll get you guys a good map. It's going to take me a while. But it'll definitely be... It'll be worth the wait, brother. Myself, that's how I like my logging area. I like them nice and tight, man. So I can sit there and grab like 6 or 7 trees without even moving. That's where all the money comes in too, man. The tighter the trees, the bigger your bank account's gonna be. Make sure that guy was in there. And then we're going to delete all this grass and everything before we start moving the land, because the grass doesn't move with the land. The grass will just be floating in the air if you don't pay attention. Alright, now we'll delete all the grass up around here. Still might not be enough room for me to do what I gotta do, but there's only one way to find out. Yeah, Puff, you've been with me a lot longer than I thought. I did not know that was you, brother. And I was just sitting here, and I put two and two together. Yeah, you've been with me from almost the beginning of my YouTube career. Yeah, yeah, that's right. Keep it tight. Tight is right. There's a lot of empty space there. Yeah, yeah. I just didn't know that was you. You know, your picture's different on everything else. I mean, your name was still the same. Alright, now. Obviously, all these trees here, they're not got to go too, but I just want to try doing my rays and everything right here first. And splitting this for that waterfall. And like I said, I'm going to take, how you can see the bottom of this like canyon thing here. I'm going to take a water plane and lay it flat across here so it'll look like a river flowing through here. If by chance, obviously you can't see past there. But if by chance you're up here in a vehicle and you zoom your camera out, then yeah. See, I kind of want to bring this mountain up closer. I didn't want it to be too close so you didn't see all the pixelation of it, but to make it all flow right, I might have to bring this up a little closer. Man, I feel like I'm skydiving right now. Good live stream, sound effects and all. Check old videos, you'll find my comments. I'm everywhere. That's okay. Yeah, thanks, Puff. If you keep making the videos, I will be here when I work. Yeah, that's my problem. So, I'll probably be streaming this time of day just because of work. Yeah, I told you I could make a volcano. I wasn't messing around, brother. Have lava flowing out of it and everything. Yeah, I actually signed a bid sheet to work night turn. But I don't know if they're messing around and haven't put me on night turn yet, so. But if that does finally happen, and then I'd probably be streaming in the mornings. I don't know. Yeah, like over here where there's not like snow mountains. Uh, like you would see it from like down in the distance, the top of the volcano or something, or or put it like right in here and have a volcano back there erupting. That'd be sweet, right? What do we got here? A telephone pole down there? They do. Telephone pole down there. Could put it in the middle of the map somewhere too, but yeah, back in the distance would be awesome. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could do it back here though without actually being able to lift the ground back there to build the mountain part of it. I would actually have to have it coming out of one of these mountains or something without actually setting it on the map to be able to raise the ground. Yeah, do it! Do it, do it! Um, yeah, but like I said, because at least here on the map I could raise the ground, then use the rock and everything to paint the textures and everything on it, and then have the lava flowing out of it, like spraying out of it. Now back here, I don't know if I could actually do it, because I would have to use one of these mountains or something, because I can't lift ground to form a volcano back in there. It would have to be like behind one of these or something and have that lava spraying out of it. Even if it was like right here maybe. Or take these mountains just like this one here and then kind of like form a circle out of them and then have the lava spraying up out of the middle of it. But I do have spraying lava. I got waterfalls. I got spraying lava. What else we got? I got a couple other things too that you can do crazy stuff with. Yeah. Be right back. Okay. Yeah, I tried to talk Puff into a volcano when he first asked me about making this map. He was like, nah. I told him, I was like, dude, it actually erupts. He's like, alright, good. Alright, so now we need to, might have to pull this up even closer even. I don't want to get it up there too close, but see that there isn't going to work. Just have to put it right where I had it. Alright. Yeah. Drop them in there. Yeah, because if I did do it, like if I actually did it in the map, then we could put like dirt and stuff around it that needed excavated, and you'd have lava squirting out of a volcano above your head while you was working. It'd be pretty cool, man. Alright, so now we gotta try to start forming some ground here. This map is, it's just so big. You gotta be zoomed out away from stuff so far. See what you're doing. I'm gonna do my best at getting it to look like this. Is actually matching that. Only other way I can do it, because obviously you seen I can't get this all the way up against this without it poking out through. Unless I actually took and grabbed a hold of that and like tilted it forwards like that. And then brought it up closer like this. Now that would get it up closer. Obviously, then it's going to be kicked way up in the air in the back. See, with it like that, I could really get it to blend in. Because now it's up close where I needed it to be, but now it just looks weird. But it's right there though. But yeah, I mean, you wouldn't see the bottom of this after we put the water in there either. I'm not going to leave it like that though. That's up, it just looks weird. That's awesome that I got the mountains there though. Like I said, there was no mountains over here. Matter of fact, over in that corner there was nothing. There wasn't even a ground, like how I got the green ground there. None of that was there. It was just pure whiteness over here in this corner. There was nothing here. All the way up to like right here, I think. It was just all whiteness. Alright there, Russell. It just feels like that's still leaning forwards. I guess it's not, but it kind of seems like it still is. Alright. Yeah, same here, brother. I gotta be up at like 5:30, but I'll probably be on this until about 1 a.m. like I always am. Later for about an hour trying to fall asleep and I'll get a good 2-3 hours of sleep before I gotta go to work. wouldn't take it over as far, but I'm trying to, like I said, get it to blend in. So when you look at it from back on the ground, it'll look like one, one, one with each other. Then we'll kind of hump it up here, and it's not going to look like a box, trust me. I just gotta bring my water in and see how far it'll actually flow down before I get too crazy here, because I might have to actually drop this down a lot further. Uh, a lot of moving around. Alright, so now you don't get to really see all that coolness there. We'll go ahead and drop this all down some. Like I said, I got to see how far my water will actually flow. But the main reason of beefing this up is so I can get this to curve down just like this actual mountain is, without it getting too small before it does it. So it's going to be a lot smaller than what it is. It's not going to be all crazy like it is right now. I just got to beef the ground up, so as I'm shrinking it, trying to get this nice curve over here, it's not getting too small on me before I get that in there the way I want it to be. Yeah, man. I'm trying to get it to where it looks good up close, looks good from a far distance. Like I was just saying, though, it ain't gonna look all crazy like it is now. I just gotta beef it up though, so whenever I start sloping these off, it doesn't end up too small. Um, yeah, and I gotta bring my water in so I can see how far I can actually get that waterfall to fall. Because if I gotta make sure it can actually fall from this height. Because if not, then I'm gonna have to bring all this down some. You know what I mean? If I can't get that waterfall to come over this hill and actually fall to this level down here, I'm gonna have to drop all this down into where I can get it to actually fall to. I can stretch it out, but I don't want to get to stretching it too much and it not actually look like water falling. So I don't want to do too much here until I bring the water in. I'm gonna get the basic layout of what I need. I kind of need like 2 high walls here for the waterfall to shoot out, and we'll have rocks in there. Even if I have to, we'll do a 2-stage waterfall. We'll waterfall it from here to here, and then let that be flat right there for a little bit, and then fall over again. So, I mean, if you think that would look cooler to begin with, then we could just do that to begin with instead of trying to get it to fall in one smooth motion. We can do a 2-stage waterfall with it too. That would be cool too. What do you want to do? Yeah. I know one of the guys there, they liked the water that was there. And kind of in a way, I mean, I know, like, in Alaska, your ocean water is going to be clear like that, but that's not ocean water, that's a river. You know what I mean? And the rivers are kind of rocky, and then the salmon do come up the later eggs and that in the rocks, but it's not just rocks. So, I mean, I know one of your guys was liking the water there, but my personal preference, though, I'm kind of torn on it, man, because I know it kind of should be something like that, but it's too bland. That's my thoughts on that. But you know me, I always take it over the top anyhow. Even like this. I mean, you just needed somewhere to dig sand. And we got 2- and 3-stage waterfalls and everything. It's just what I do, though. See, I turn the intensity of my brush down. These gauges right here. I turn them way down because it's like you tap the button once and boop boop, it builds the land clear up here in one little click of the mouse. So I turn it down to where you actually got to do like you're painting, like, and then like if I just I got the button held in right there, it will not do nothing until you get to moving back and forth. So it's just like painting to get that land to raise. So that's why you see me scribbling back and forth here. And in some cases I will turn the intensity of the brush back up. Yeah, Puff, I guess it'll just all depend on how far my water falls. Maybe I will just lay it in there in a 2-stage just to see what it looks like, and then if it will fall from the top to the bottom, we'll just try it both ways and see which way it looks better. I think a 2-stage I think a 2-stage would look pretty cool though. And then I filled both sides back up with trees and rocks, man. It's gonna look awesome. Um yeah, then like I said, we could just do a pond right there, but a waterfall of that magnitude flowing over into a pond, that pond would be overflowing in real life with the quickness. So I might like take and make a trail through here and somehow get that water to fall into the river. But I'm okay here with these roads because I could just put in bridges going over the water. But we do have, is that a footbridge? I never even seen that. Narrow bridge. That is a footbridge, huh? Um yeah, but we got train tracks there, so unless I can find a train bridge, it might not work. Uh, I either need a train bridge or I gotta really run that underneath of there. Wasn't there a train tunnel here? Oh, I was like, what happened to the tunnel? It's up here. Or, yeah, see, that is super narrow. I'm surprised that train don't, I don't know. Brady. Yes, ain't there a train bridge on here somewhere? Yeah, alright, so I would really have to shrink this thing down though. Because I don't plan on making the water that wide. uh, I just want to test all this out before I actually get to doing what I'm doing here. Just to make sure it's plausible. so we can make a smaller train bridge. I just wanted to look at it to make sure it didn't look too stupid if we shrank it down. And I think we'll be okay with that. It looks good from here. Matter of fact, if anything, the wood grain and everything actually looks better now. Maybe train tracks on there. Yeah, so everything, all the buildings and stuff, has it always been laying on the ground like that? That's weird. Yeah, so all the buildings I raised up in the air, I ended up having to restart from a clean copy. So all the buildings I had raised in the air are now back on the ground. So I remember some of the stuff you wanted to go, but not all of it. Pretty sure you said this could go, the salmon. This is actually pallet storage. I know one of those you was wanting to keep, I think. The gas station can go. Like, I remember most of it, but we'll do a little fly through or something later on. Hey, look how good that looks from back here now. It was cool. Like, you got a lot of trees leaning. But I guess from high waters it would blow the trees over, I guess. You just gotta have them actually leaning the right way, though, for that to happen. Like, they would all be leaning all the same way, not different crazy ways. Alright, anyhow. Alright, even the pallet thing, the pallet storage, because I think you can put anything in there, or is it just for salmon? Okay. Yes, I'm trying to think of where the roads are running here. So you got this road's for, I mean, can you actually drive anything across that? Or is that just a footbridge? It's hard to tell dimensions of things in the editor. Because you'll think, oh, that isn't big enough. But you get in the game and it's way bigger than what it looked like in the editor. But, so you got these roads here. Wow. Can you actually go in this one? If you can, I got one that you can actually go inside of, and it has a light and everything in it too for at night. Alright, but the roads. If I make that water flow down to this river, instead of having this go up and then over, I could put the train bridge in and then put the road bridge in next to it, and then just have the road come up this way, and then have a road like coming off of here, coming off here to get to this. I don't know. That's the only bad part about building a map. The whole time you're thinking. You gotta think the whole time. Alright, what do I gotta do here? How do we make this work? If I do this, then I gotta do that. And you gotta move all this stuff. You wipe out all the grass, which only takes you seconds to wipe it out, but takes you hours to put it back. I can't even see these things. I'm just trying to figure out how they got this, how they got this coded there in the XML to work through the editor like this. And then yeah, my only worries is the new game, man. When that new game comes out, I'm worried because the requirements for the graphic cards on it. Oops, I just deleted the water. See, not paying attention. You could accidentally delete all kinds of stuff, man, if you ain't paying attention. Like, I couldn't see that I deleted the water, I just knew that I just did. But my graphics card doesn't even meet the requirements for that new game, man. And as you see, I struggle with this one. I know I'm gonna struggle with that new game. I don't know. There's no way I can get the graphics card either because I'm just like in the hole right now. Financially, it's not even funny. So there, I don't know. It's sad. Got a jet time to start doing my paperwork and chatting. Thanks for streaming, but yeah, no problem, buddy. I ain't gonna be on here too much longer anyhow. I can't really do too much until I bring the water in. I'm kind of stuck right now until I bring that water in. I gotta see how I'm gonna let everything flow. But yeah, thanks for the view time. And that's pretty. Looking at that from down here, man, that is high. We might have to do that 2-stage. But it's gonna be freaking awesome down here in the escalators. Here, seeing and hearing that water flow down over that hill, man. It's gonna be great. I'm excited about it, actually. Alright. Railroad crossing might have to go too. Look at that. It's, I don't know. It's poorly put in there. That's what it is. See, I might could still just, I don't know, I don't like the way it is though. But I could just leave, get it to where I could leave this road in there so you could come up out of the water and just drive up over this. But I still don't like the way that is. I mean, I do and I don't. I might keep the idea of it and just like reconfigure it all. Oh, it's going to take some planning here. Oh, man. Oh, I gotta get that plane. I gotta get that plane pulling that banner to come right through this canyon, man. And come out right above the waterfall. That'll be dope. Yes. I put that on the to-do list. Alright, so I want this to open up to, once it comes down, I want it to open up a decent area. Maybe come down like this and maybe put a little squiggle or something in there. Yes, that would be dope. We already got it pulling the banner, flying and pulling the banner. So I might make it do like come through here after it comes out of the canyon, make a loop around, all the way around that side of the map and go back around behind it and then come back through it. Just come out right above the waterfall, man. That'd be dope. Yes. That's what we're doing. I gotta get the waterfall built first. So I need more trees to come out. I'm supposed to be adding trees to this map, but here I am pulling trees out. That'd be alright. We're gonna be adding some trees to it, that's for sure. I just wish I didn't have to pull them all out first. Um, like I wish all the trees wasn't in there and I was the one putting them in, because like all this is bland, man. Just super bland. I wish there was more textures they could put. I don't know. It just, yeah, we got to do something with it. It's just grass and a dirt road. Like that's it. I want to put textures and just have it. I don't know. It'll have a good feel to it once I'm done. Just keep zooming out to see what trees I'm taking here. Yes, it's that detail, man. That's why we play these games like this, because of the way they look. Not just they come in and dig a ditch in the middle of nowhere with nothing around. For all that, might as well go back to playing Atari. And that's why I'm here, I guess. Give it that little finesse. That's the whole map though, man. There's a whole bunch of nothingness. What's that? Hey, it looks like he's just coming through with the cursor and just accidentally made a row of these things. Like even this. Um, the actual grass should have been painted back on this right here. Look, but we got grass growing out of rock, okay? Growing straight out of rock. But we don't have grass growing out of grass. Alright? Because that's how we do it. Oh, jeez. Trying to think of what them two white things right there are. I've seen them a couple times. It's like floating in air. What is that? Like, why is that glowing like that? Oh, okay. That's the bones. Right here. Show bones. Yep, that was it. Alright. I was like, what's glowing? A lot of these will probably be replaced, but I gotta get it wide enough so I can work the ground and then take all that grass out and get everything formed. And then a lot of these will go back in here up against the water and that. I can't forget to put that plane through the mountains though. I can't forget that. That is gonna be dope, man. See that plane coming out there pulling that van in. And I gotta figure out how to get this bridge. So we gotta take out this crossing, railroad crossing, and then get that bridge in there. Oh no, we're gonna leave the crossing. We're gonna shift that road over somehow, and then just bring that water, have it come straight out right into the water right here. So our train bridge will be right here somewhere, and then we'll have to go find a car bridge to go in there. I'll make it to where you can mine it all the way up to the bridge too. Alright, so I'd delete the water again. Oh. I thought for sure I just deleted it again. Oop, I just deleted something. basically how it'll be. I might have to take a couple, like right here in the middle, so I can get that, because I don't want it to just be one big circle. I want to kind of make some type of a little shape out of it, something. Even if it's got to come up here wide and then shoot down like that, and then come down this, I don't know, something. We're gonna do something with it. It ain't just gonna be one perfect circle or nothing. Alright, so I don't know, it's 11:30. Probably gonna call it here, guys, and then we'll, let me save real quick. Then we'll continue on from where we left off. Just whenever I start next time, I'll bring the waterfall in, and then we can see how far our water is actually gonna fall. Whether or not we'll have to do it in a 2-stage, whether it look better with the single stage, 2-stage, whatever. So we'll check it out and see what looks better. Thank you. You're a little mess right now, but it's going to be amazing. And then again, like right there where that road's going up around where the waterfall is, I mean, I like the idea of it. I just don't like how it's laid out, so we might change that. Bradley, yeah, appreciate you sticking around, brother. And yeah, giving me some view time. I need less than 700 hours, and we'll finally, a year later, make affiliates there, our partners on YouTube. We're getting there. Like I said, I need a little under 700 hours still. And we're slowly getting there. It's just dragging along, though. But yeah, so if you want Triple D'd up from the feet up, check out the merch store. It's on. There's a link under the. I think there's a link in the description. But if not, you can find the link to it and under About on our YouTube page. Check it out. Even if you don't buy nothing, check it out. Everything in there was made by yours truly. And that's it. So if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see what's coming, what's next, hit that subscribe button. And I'm out. Deuces.